Thanks for having me.
Oh no, some of the stuff that you've played, I was looking through your bio and stuff. Your career, to say the very least, is eclectic. I mean, amazingly.
Well, when I started out, right out of high school, going trying out for bands, which incidentally I got turned down by at least 50. I just, I started looking, and so I actually joined White Noise, and
Which, by the way, because we were talking about this earlier, as everybody knows, I love to collect interesting covers, and White Noise did do quite an interesting cover, if you will, of White Punks on Dope by the Tubes.
White Punks on Dope. That was probably my favorite song to sing live.
So from there, you're moving on to. Now you're shifting out of White Noise, and then you not shift into.
Well, White Noise. After a certain point, we were really doing well, and we had an actual show where we had propane flames. We bought PA gear, we bought lights, we had a truck, we had a crew. I mean, we did it right. And but then I lost my voice. Actually, I stepped out and just went into kind of a hiatus for a little while. They asked me to come back. And I was greatly appreciative and
of course,
I can see coming back because those were my brothers and so we went on and that's when when we came back we were I had actually had a band called Motherload, and so when that band went away and I went back into White Noise, we as a joke said, well, what do we call the band tonight? This is our first night back with me, so we called it Noisy Mama.
Which I remember.
We took the two names and we just put them together, never even knowing that the label would say that's the name for the band. So we were signed probably about maybe 6 or 8 months after.
Adco.
Adco Records.
Yes.
Which is Warner Atlantic, Elektra, and we had a 3-record deal, I believe, and we did 1 record and we did 1 video on MTV, and then Nirvana came around, and we were done.
Man.
That was it. I mean, it went from happy to sad, and that was it. And we had some unbelievable experiences there.
Cool. So you moved up through. You did with Noisy Mama for a while, and a couple other little odds and ends.
Noisy Mama, again after basically grunge came in, and how I figured out grunge was coming in, and I had no idea. We were doing our video. And it was Heart of Stone, and we're up there, and they're showing us a lot of different videos before we did ours of producers. So they show us this silly video with a cow in it, and I'm like, what in the heck? Where's all the girls? It's like there's a cow in this video. What is this? It was Man in the Box. And that was it. It's like I had no idea music was changing, and it changed overnight. I had a lot of makeup, in fact, it was kind of funny because when we were doing the Youngstown Music Awards, I went up with Alan Silliman's old band, and I went to my mom and dad's to get a shower that night before I was going to go do the show, and there's her Aquanet sitting in there, and I'm like, should I?
Oh my God!
All right, here it goes. I'll tell you what, though, it was fun. Music was fun. And it was people had genuine fun. I mean, they had so much fun that they couldn't do anything on Sunday. They went out Friday and Saturday night and saw a band, and it was Sunday was recuperation day.
Formerly a Noisy Mama, moving on with some other stuff. You could see that you've still got you're still the edge that you need even at our, because we're not young. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, when did we graduate again, Kelly? Was it 99? Was it 89? I love that. Well, hey, enough about you. Let's talk about me.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I used to hear you guys over there at the Voodoo Lounge in Pittsburgh. And the whole Pittsburgh scene that really did start to get, defining in the 90s. But then you moved on from there to now you're heading, and we're going to play another tune here in just a minute. Now you're doing this like with this Resurrection Road, which you recently released. And everything like that. What was the impetus to get you into that part of it?
Well, Resurrection Road was actually written in, I want to say 2002. It was right after I was done with Noisy Mama, and I was pretty much out of the business for a while. Some of my good friends and old fans of the band had a studio, and they allowed me to go in at night for free whenever I wanted to and record. A really great opportunity there, and I think it all sounds the same though. I didn't release it forever, and then Paul Unger, who was our old fan club president, and Tommy Rich, who was my drummer, he also kept pushing me. You need to release that. You need to release that. Finally, I said to Paul Unger, "You release it," and that's what he did.
So now you got a new. We've been talking on and off. We've intimated a couple of different times that you've got a new project coming about, or your work thing.
Well, let me tell you, I was actually looking for somebody to do Resurrection Road. I wanted to just do a release party, and one of the guys that was actually played on Resurrection Road, Tom Jacobs, I contacted him. He told me he was working with a guy named Rick Earnhardt, and so we all three got together, and we kind of started talking about, they had a concept in mind that they started with, and then I, kind of threw in my 2 cents, and we just started trying to put this thing together, like with real professional musicians, people that really wanted to play well and do something that sounded great, do something that made you think that the band gave a damn.
And we had talked about it because
yes, the band is called Epic, and it's a 6-piece band. I've never been in a band with keyboards, which is really, really phenomenal, and I enjoy.
Of course, me being a keyboard player, I don't think any band's complete without a keyboard.
Well, let me see here.
I
kind of like having a keyboard player.
It adds the dimension to the. Yeah.
Well, I really 2 phenomenal guitar players too we have, and great bass player, great drummer. Again, we just really want to give people something to see after their 40 hours.
And I'm looking forward to it as well because, like I said, I'm familiar with some of your earlier efforts and the tremendous energy and everything that those efforts produced, and the quality of the sound alone. So you have this band Epic.
Well, here's the thing about I feel that bands need to realize that they need to be friends. They need to work together, because that's the only way that you will make things move forward here. And it's not a competition. You just be really good at what you do, and then go do it. People know me, and the ones that know me know that I'm pretty straightforward, and I don't hold back. So it's, I do want people to realize that it's time. I'm here now. This is it. I'm not going anywhere. You can go to epicbandrocks.com and see the lineup there, see what we're doing anywhere, but I do want it to be intimate. I mean, I do want it to be where I could be with the people, in the crowd with them, them in front of me in front of them.
Cool.
And yeah, absolutely. I mean, and this band is going to be writing too. I mean, that's the thing. We're doing some white noise. We're doing some Noisy Mama songs, definitely. And then we're doing a lot of songs that are big songs, like songs that you don't hear out in clubs by anybody. And then from that, we're going to start writing originals. And that'll be that.
Interesting. I look, the set lists are going to be interesting to check out if you're going to do some covers for a little bit. Of course, like I said, doing stuff by White Noise and Noisy Mama, those are covers that you don't hear on a regular basis in this area.
And in that respect, we're going to kind of let our crowd, as we go along, give us suggestions on which songs they want to hear by those 2 bands.
White Punks on Dope.
Yeah. I'll do that anytime, anywhere.
When the first night you play, me and Kelly, we're gonna be at the first table in the front going White Punks on Dope. Man. And right now they're all sitting there listening on the thing, going, man, we're not playing that song, Paul. Don't tell them that.
Well, that's what I mean. They're doing a music rehearsal, and that's this is we're very serious about making this sound really, really good.
Good. Excellent.
Really good.
Well, I want to thank you for stopping by. Don't forget, check out the websites, and they're all available right off of the Harry George and Usual Suspects page. In the meantime, we're going to close it out here, man. Here's a tune that we've been talking about pretty much all night, man. Here is Resurrection Road.
If you got the right